friends, today we're going on a trip to grab our very first Azure Standard order. Some of you are familiar with Azure Standard. If you're not, it's a company that you can order groceries and lots of different things. Actually, you can order some in bulk, you can order fresh fruits and vegetables, all sorts of things. And if there's a drop location close to you, which there's a drop location close to most people, you can go and pick it up all at once. It saves them on shipping, so food is a little bit cheaper, and it's a great option for bulk food, for fresh food, for all sorts of things. So this is my first time to ever order from Azure Standard, and I tried, I'm ordering several different things. I tried a variety of different things so that we can see what works best for us, what we really like. So we're gonna go pick it up now, and then we'll unbox it together. Okay, so we're here, and this is the truck, and I guess we're gonna see what happens. All right, that was so super easy. He just had us pull up to the back of the truck, and then he helped me load all of my boxes. So let's go home and see what all we have. All right, we are back home, and check out all the Azure Standard stuff. This order was about $230-ish. And I will be sure to put a link down below if you're interested in ordering from Azure Standard. But this stuff, like I said, I ordered several different types of things. You can hear our baby turkeys chirping in the background. Peep, 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 peep. They just hatched yesterday, and so they're right over there. So I ordered a bunch of different types of things because this was our first time, because I didn't really know what to expect. I just wanted to kind of sample all sorts of different stuff that they had to offer. So let's just dive in and see what all we have. Here are live plants, and this was fun. I got a very late start to our garden, and so we're just now getting stuff in the ground and getting stuff ready to go. So I thought, hey, they have plants. I wonder how that works. I wonder, you know, how nice they are, if they're good quality. And so they weren't that expensive. Oh, looky here. So this I've never heard of before is called cutting leaf celery. And we're gonna give this a try. Supposedly you can keep cutting it and cutting it and cutting it, cut and come again celery. I don't think it's as strong as like a big stalk of celery, but hey, we're gonna try it. And then this is Bee's Friend. This is a flower. Some more cutting leaf celery. Okay, so these, I got several Roma tomatoes because my Roma tomatoes were the ones that got ripped up. And if you missed that saga, I always put eggs in my holes to help my tomatoes grow because it really does help. I even did a test last year, no eggs versus eggs, and the ones with eggs just did beautifully. But this year, a critter got in and pulled up so many of my tomatoes because they wanted to eat the eggs. So I'm so behind on tomatoes, but I got some Romas to replace the ones I lost. These are beautiful, healthy, strong. I know it's hard to see on here, but these are just sturdy, strong, beautiful plants. And they're still moist in here, which is impressive. Oh, peppermint. This smells good. Now, with peppermint, this absolutely is not going in my garden. Don't ever plant peppermint straight into your garden unless you just want to have a garden full of peppermint for the rest of your life. It's almost impossible to get out, but I love peppermint. So I'm going to grow it in a pot. This one is ground cherry. My girls love ground cherries, and this was another thing that we didn't get started this year. And like I said, we're just running behind in the garden, so I'm excited to be able to pop these into the garden. ground cherries, some more aromas, and then this is another cutting leaf celery. All right, let's see, there's another box of plants, so let's see what's in it. One of the packs I ordered, I know for sure that I ordered the Roma tomatoes and the cutting celery and the ground cherries, but then I went ahead, they had a variety pack of herbs and a variety pack of pollinators, so I got those. So that's where the bee's friend and then peppermint came in, so it's gonna be fun to see what other things that I got for the variety pack. And again, mostly because I wanted to see how this all worked and what was in the variety packs and how you know, how well they took care of you, how well they did. Okay, so this is majoram. This came in my variety pack of herbs. Look at that, lovely, lovely. These are so healthy and in such good shape. Okay, then I have a 4-pack of yarrow, but I want you to see, and this is my first little bit of a disappointment, not huge, but this is a 4-pack and there's 1 yarrow missing. And yarrow, if you don't know, is a great medicinal herb. It can help with muscle cramps or pain, inflammation that you have. Great for teas or tinctures. I love yarrow. I've got some of it in my garden already, but I can always have more. All right, this came in the herb pack also. Here we have some oregano. Nice plant. And sage, some beautiful sage. Munstead lavender. I never have really good luck with lavender, but I usually try to start it from seed. This year I have several in the garden and I'm gonna add this to it. I don't have any Munstead, so hopefully I can keep this alive this year. I would love to have some thriving lavender. Anise hyssop, beautiful plant. And this is another medicinal herb. You can use it to treat your cough, you can use it to treat fevers. It's just a great all-around herb to have in your medicine cabinet. Lemon balm, beautiful. And this is another one you don't want to stick in your garden. It is in the mint family, and just like the peppermint, it will take over. So this will be for a pot. Bergamot, we've got some bergamot. Some more bee's friend. And last but not least, nasturtium. And I did order this nasturtium, I'm pretty sure. Nasturtium is great for your garden to keep the pests away, and it's also an edible flower. I don't know if you have been to Home Depot lately to try to buy plants, but at our Home Depot at least, these pots about this size would be over $5, almost $6 a pot. And I'm sure in other parts of the country, they're even more because cost of living here in Oklahoma is typically lower. So just unboxing what I have here, this is over $100 of plants, which I feel like I got a really good deal on this. So yeah, great. As long as they're selling these plants, they are beautiful. They were shipped well, they were packed well, they're moist, they're wonderful. Yeah, I see the plants are a hit. The only little disappointment I had was my yarrow that was missing a yarrow, but that's not a big deal. That would happen at any nursery too, probably. So anyway, all right, moving on. I have this huge flat of tomato paste. So I buy tomato paste because honestly, there are things in the garden that just aren't worth your time growing and doing. Tomato paste is one of those for me. It takes so many tomatoes and so much time to make tomato paste. It's much more cost effective, and then I can use the rest of my tomatoes for salsa and sauce and all sorts of stuff. But for some of those things, you need tomato paste. So here, this gave me an opportunity to order it in bulk, and it's good quality organic tomato paste. All right, these I'm particularly excited about. This is frozen blueberries. I can't wait to see what these look like. This was a fantastic way to order these blueberries frozen, and they're still frozen. They came nice, well packed. And then you can just take little bits out as you need them, which is a fabulous way to keep your produce ready to go all summer. So here is the big bag of frozen blueberries, and they look delicious and fresh and juicy. I know I have some girls that will be excited to bake with these, excited to use them on top of pancakes or all sorts of things. So I'm excited about that. And also we've got our frozen strawberries. And they're packed just like the frozen blueberries in this nice packaging, easy to open, use some and then reseal it. You don't have to rip open the package, so this seems really practical. All right, I don't even remember what all is in these things, so let's go for it. Let's see. All right, we have the July sales flyer, which I'm excited to look through. And a little thank you note for thank you for making a drop. All right, we've got some garlic. This is 1 pound of garlic. We go through lots of garlic. This is fantastic. All right, organic maple syrup. I took a fermenting class with Stacy from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and one of the things she used in several ferments was honey, and then she also used some maple syrup. So I wanted some pure maple syrup. They had it, and I was really excited. I got 3 boxes of this organic English breakfast tea. This is so that I can make kombucha, another thing that I learned how to do at my fermenting class. They have actual cinnamon sticks. So I got some of these cinnamon sticks and whole cloves. Again, there's some recipes that I am looking forward to trying with cinnamon sticks and cloves. They have tons of just basic ingredients like that. It's fantastic. Whole elderberries, freeze dried. I'm gonna work with elderberries. I'm gonna make some syrup this year. I'm gonna do several things with elderberries. So this was a great source because I don't have elderberry plants yet. Soon I hope to get some. But in the meantime, this was a great source for inexpensive elderberries. And einkorn. The original reason I signed up to do Azure Standard is because this einkorn whole berries were hard to find places, but Azure Standard had them, and they had them for not terribly expensive. And I'm gonna use some einkorn to learn how to make sourdough. So I'm sure I'll be making videos about that in the future, but I'm gonna grind my own and sprout it so that I can have pre-sprouted sourdough bread. All right, and last in this box is, I completely forgot I put this in here. I did just because it was on sale and I thought, we'll give this a try. It is onion soup and dip mix. So we're gonna give this a try and see how this tastes and if my family loves it or hates it or whatever. All right, but last and not least, one more box. Again, I do not remember what's in here. Yes, I remember what this is. Oh, y'all, okay. I have been hunting these. You could find them at Walmart and several other places, but the past couple of years, I have not been able to find them, and they were on Azure Standard's website, and I was so excited. Look at this. Do you know what this is? These are gallon wide mouth mason jars, and there's 4 of them in here. I am beyond excited. These are great for making kombucha. They're great for storing whatever in, greens, all sorts of things. And oh, they had them, and I'm so excited. I found half gallons readily available, but gallons are another story. So this is another great thing to buy at Azure Standard. Well, I'd say for my first Azure experience, this was definitely worth the cost. I mean, look at all this food and healthy organic food that usually costs a ton. And these jars, which are usually crazy expensive, plants, which would have been 2 times at least what I paid for them here. And this was just phenomenal. If you have an Azure drop site close to you, I would say absolutely take advantage of it. There's so much more that you can do. I just was on a pretty tight budget this month, but man, I'm gonna make this part of our monthly grocery budget, I think, because you can get so much bang for your buck in some of the staples. I know that I just got like einkorn, but you can get big bags of flour, pre-ground. You can get baking soda, baking powder, any of your grocery staples. You can get fruit and veggies and meat and all sorts of stuff. And I am super impressed with how fast they came and clearly well taken care of, all of their things. And yeah, I would definitely say if you have a drop site close to you, it is well worth checking out. So I will put the link in the description below so you can see where to check out Azure Standard. But yeah, 2 thumbs way up from me. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you're new here and you just caught us because this is a grocery haul and you love grocery hauls, I don't know, we do all things homesteading here on our little channel. We're building our homestead from the roots up with my 2 girls and my husband, and we have all sorts of gardening content, canning, preserving, cooking. We've got chickens, we've got quail, we've got all sorts of things going on. So be sure to hit that like button if you got some value out of this and subscribe.